Alright, welcome back. Today, I am going to take a quick look at the Ark Spark rewards because they are absolutely bonkers. Then we will follow up yesterday's video by looking at zero knowledge proofs, and we'll quickly look at the Polygon Ckevm website. In yesterday's video, I used an oversimplified example to highlight the contrast of a transaction on an optimistic rollup versus a zero knowledge rollup. But we didn't really look at the concept of zero knowledge proofs. We will do that in this video. Let's start with the Spark. Holy smokes! Look at yesterday's reward. It was an all-time high with 817 Ark going to the winner and 90.8 Ark going to the daily MVP. That Spark winner getting sent into Nitro mode, and the Syndicate leader getting rewarded for the work they put in. What a novel idea. Get rewarded for effort. All in all, just fantastic mechanisms to award investors. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing in this video should be construed as financial advice. In this video, I am documenting my own journey. It is my opinion, and is for entertainment purposes only. In case you are wondering, I am still feeling under the weather. So if you haven't already figured it out, we will be using British AI voice again for this video. Let's get straight to zero knowledge proofs. We watched a fantastic video in the Ark podcast with computer scientist Dr. Amit Sai. I have linked that video in the description, as it is a fantastic tool that highlights the concepts of zero knowledge proofs. I want to provide two different examples and attempt to explain zero knowledge proofs. At its heart, a zero knowledge proof looks to prove the owner of piece of information without revealing the information itself. At the most basic level, there is a prover and a verifier. Let's start with a basic example. Atlas mentioned this a few days ago on the podcast, and Dr. Sai shows something similar using a photo of penguins. In this example, think of the classic children's books with Where's Waldo. There were so many of them. The idea is that there is a picture with hundreds of people, hundreds of objects or super busy landscapes, and then there was one Waldo hiding in the picture somewhere. Usually, it was a challenge to locate him, as he was cleverly hidden. So in this example, imagine we have one of these classic photos with hundreds of people, and Waldo carefully hidden somewhere in the photo. Now, we know where Waldo is hidden. We want to prove that we know where Waldo is without revealing information on where he actually is. Normally, we would show the whole photo, and then just point out where Waldo is located. In this scenario, we reveal exactly where Waldo is on the page, and we reveal all the other items in the picture. Imagine if these items contain sensitive data, or if the exact location of Waldo needed to be kept private and secure. This method wouldn't work for us. This is where zero knowledge comes in. Let's look at the zero knowledge way. We cover the picture with a piece of poster board. This board is thick enough that you cannot see through it. You cannot see any of the picture. Then we cut a small hole in the poster board and line that hole up with Waldo. Since we know where Waldo is, we can do this easily. Then we have the verifier look through that hole. The verifier can only see Waldo. They can't see the other information, and they can't see specifically where Waldo is on the picture compared to other objects. They just see Waldo. We have proven we know where Waldo is, and we haven't revealed his exact location or any other information. This is at a basic level how a zero knowledge proof works. Now let's try a second example. Let's use an ATM card. You want to prove that you are the owner of the ATM card. One way you might do this is to provide a picture of the card with your name and the card number. Then you might provide a bank statement that has your name, address, some of the numbers of your bank account. Then you might provide a utility bill that also has your name and address. Then finally, you provide your driver's license or ID. All this information to prove that you own the card, and even then this might not be enough information. But we have provided so much extra information that wasn't needed. Now, instead with a zero knowledge proof, How can we prove we own the card without revealing anything? Easy. We go to an ATM, we enter the card, we put in our PIN, and we withdraw money. We don't reveal any information on the card or the PIN, but the act of us being able to withdraw the money is what proves we own the card, and absolutely nothing was revealed. Now, this scenario is an example in a vacuum. Someone could steal your card or have your PIN, but that isn't the point here. The point is that with a zero-knowledge proof we prove the ownership without divulging what we didn't want to divulge. This keeps things private and secure. Exactly where Ark is going. Let's jump quickly over to the Polygon Ckevm website. So this chain is a layer 2 scaling option for Ethereum. We know that we are going to be using zero-knowledge proofs in the form of a rollup. We get low cost, high performance, EVM equivalence and added security. Moving down here we can see how the rollup operates. Multiple transactions are bundled off-chain into a single transaction. That single transaction is sent to Ethereum's main chain for validation to be written to the blockchain. By batching the transactions, you allow users to pay only a portion of the fees. The more transactions to be batched, the cheaper the fees. In essence, as volume increases, the transaction fees decrease. The transactions utilize zero-knowledge proofs, enhancing privacy and security. Ark can build their privacy network on top of this. In this scenario, Ark privacy transactions would be bundled into a single transaction. That single transaction would be sent to Polygon Ckevm. Then it would be combined with other transactions on the network there, batched into a single transaction, then sent to Ethereum to be added to the blockchain. You have 3 layers of validation with multiple levels of zero-knowledge proofs. This is the ultimate in security and privacy, with fees so cheap you don't even notice you paid a gas fee. This was a quick follow-up to my video yesterday. If you are going to build a next-level privacy network, then you need to go to where the next-level technology is located. And that technology is zero-knowledge proofs. Hands down, they offer the most secure, private, and scalable solution. And Polygon Ckevm is going to be a huge player in the space, with major name brand buy-in and ties to the second biggest crypto in the land, Ethereum. So much opportunity ahead. All aboard the Ark train. I am Vanquish. This is how I play the Ark. Ark for the win.